Good evening. We are back with Rayman 2 on the PS1, on the PS2. Last time, I very unceremoniously ended this level with 54 out of 55 lums. So before we move on to the next level, the canopy, let's get this last lum. Obviously I'm going to be blaming playing on like the OBS window, because my TV doesn't like the doesn't like 240p scaled up the way I've got it scaled up right now. So I have to play in the OBS window. I do not know where this lum is, so basically I'm going to have to be combing the whole level again. Using the first person view will possibly help. I mean, if it's like in this opening section, that's ideal because I can just leave the level. But if not, which it doesn't look like it, then we'll have to play through the whole level again. Yeah. Oh no, it's here. Cool. We don't have to play through the whole level again. We can just leave. Oh, that's handy. That's very, very handy. I was hoping we'd spend the stream here. I wasn't. Let's move this. Alright, we can move on. The canopy. So, if this is anything like the other versions of the game, we'll be rescuing Glowbox here. Really, OBS? Will Twitch see that we're back? It does on my end. We are back. It better not do what they did last time, where if it disconnects and then, like, doesn't reconnect properly. Like, disconnects, reconnects on my end, but then Twitch doesn't see it and I have to start and stop, or stop and start. Anyways, knowledge from other versions of the game, and panning the camera up, shows there is a spider here. Let's take this out. Take it out before we start climbing around. If we can. I presume it's like before, like other versions where you can avoid fighting it if you want to and just climb around, but I'd rather climb around at my own pace and not have to worry about this thing harassing me the whole way up. I'm not too worried about my health really, because there's probably plenty of red lums in the level itself. This is feeling pretty faithful to the other versions. I hear a cage somewhere, probably where it normally is. Could take that purple lump for a shortcut, but we want to collect everything, so... Hold on. What's this? Nope, that's nothing. It looks the same as the climbable web. Do I have to fight the spider again? No, good. It looks the same as the climbable web. Almost. Well, similar to. I was like, is that a hidden thing? Apparently, no. Climbing on these things, like, I swear the movement on these is 8 directional on the PS1 version here. It's funny just because, like, normal movement is analog. 360-degree movement and all that. But on climbable things, it's 8 directional for some reason. I'm sure in other versions you got proper at least like sort of 360-degree movement. But do you have different movement speed? Okay, you do have. Yeah, you got variable speed. At least slightly. Am I even making it? Yes, just about. That's pretty much identical to how it is normally. Well, apart from lumb placement. Oh, there's Glowbox up there. We're pretty much just dropped right here. I don't think we are normally. I think this level is pretty similar, regardless of version. Ouch. Imprisoned here is public enemy number 2. His rain dance led to the rusting of several brave robot pirate comrades. Comrades? Comrades? Oh, no. Doesn't really matter. There we go. No cutscene. There we go. Camera doesn't cut to him like it does normally. With Rayman's control not being as good here as other versions, I'm always worried about slipping off small platforms or thin platforms. So the rest of the level is basically an escort mission. Travel through the rest of the level with Glowbox, and he'll use his rain dance to let us get through the level. First off though, before we actually go anywhere, we gotta pick up some lums, because it's a 3D platformer in the late 90s. We gotta have our collection element. Spawn, please. Thank you. Nope. There we go. Oh. Okay. Right, while I'm here, I don't think there's any lums around, no. Right, this time, if I have to jump, don't touch the analog stick. Momentum will keep going with the plant. While he's coming up here, check the area. They may have hidden them in places I'm not expecting, just to throw me off for being so familiar. Like, there isn't a cage or there's not a cage or a lum there in the normal version of Rayman 2. So I think they just thrown them in extra places just to throw people like me off. Do your thing, Glowbox. Okay. Alright, one more fight with our normal abilities, and we'll soon get a power-up. Here we go. Waiting for this one. Make combat mildly less tedious.
What's the matter? Are you afraid?
No, Glowbox not afraid.
There's no shame in being scared, you know. The warship and the pirates are
You
very...
know, I've never thought that Glowbox sounded like Big the Cat until last time, when he said it in chat, and it was like... And now...
Glowbox forget.
Now I can't unhear it.
A silver lump!
I don't know if the mic picked that up. The controller rumble there.
Stronger. Lee said press square button longer to make your shot stronger.
Keeping square press makes my shot stronger? Okay.
Once it loads... Oh, that's that was a frame rate. that was definitely a frame rate there. You know, I'm streaming in 60 FPS. This game, well, pretty sure caps out at 25. So yeah, so like what Glowbox says, we can hold down square, make our shot stronger. We can also let ourselves get hit by cannonballs. Ouch. That's where the sequence... Oh, got a barrel throwing pirate here. Oi! Aim properly. Ugh. Its invincibility frames haven't run out yet. Invincibility frames lasting a long time is a problem already in Rayman 2. But here on the PS1 it's like exacerbated. How do you... it's made worse. Alright, now we can go and calm Glowbox down. Oh, 10 more lumps to find, hopefully I don't miss any. Oh yeah, it's certain lengths of health bar, or maybe all. I'm full on health currently, but there's still one red pixel at the end of the health bar. It's very off-putting. It's very annoying. Like, I am full on health, it just doesn't look like I am. It looks like I'm one, you know, thing away from being full on health. And this isn't like a scaling or like emulation thing. Playing, you know, PS2 plays PS1 games natively, and it's the original resolution, so... I one-shot you. Go back to Glowbox. Don't block my way, Glowbox. Let me through. Yeah, this level's pretty much identical to any other version of the level. I think the last 3 lumps down there, so yeah. So, we can't get through this door, but there's no problem because we'll be able to sneak in. A lovely texture warping. Thanks, PlayStation. PS1 texture warping. Always, a treat to see. There we go. We've got all our lungs. Rayman said it doesn't stick out the bush though. Your mind is as boggled as the texture is warped.
My mind is as boggled as the texture is warped, Kappa.
Speech. Identification underway. Everything's okay. It's just a big nose bush. Door inactivated. Again, with the translation thing, with the wrong wording of door inactivated. I'm sure a later version does change it to deactivated, but I can't remember which version. Maybe Dreamcast? I can't remember.
I can't come with you, my darling. Uglet wants to see me.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye, Rayman.
They have like limited time in the recording booth or something, because that first line from Glowbox is delivered very, very quickly. I presume we're going to go straight to the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire here. Because normally, at this point in the game, we go to Whale Bay, but we've already been there, so... There are full stops in the subtitles, but not the actual dialogue, yeah. I mean... Actually, no, I was going to say it's late 90s, but, like, I'm pretty sure the PS1 version came out in 2000. I tried looking on the box last time for a copyright year, and it's not on here. Maybe the manual will. Wait. Yes, I do want to overwrite old file. Yeah, there we go. Copyright 2000, Ubisoft Entertainment. Nothing but in the manual, inside anyway. Or customer service numbers. Let's come out this menu so that we have some music. Yeah. Oh, there's special thanks and very special thanks. Yeah, you got yeah, and there's yeah. There's as traditional with old game manuals, there's a notes section at the back of the thing, but like the lines for notes are very tiny. Like, what have I got that would be like something to scale? Here's a USB. Here's a USB-C connector. They don't give you much height to write down the notes. And of course, being a notes page, it is empty. No one's written any notes in there. I think I've only ever encountered one time a manual had notes in, and that is my copy of Sonic Advanced and Sonic Pinball Party, where I wrote down the cheat in the notes section when I was a kid. A cheat that I now know off the top of my head anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I don't think I've ever seen the notes page filled in on any other manual I've ever seen.
I'm surrounded by incompetence. I shall never be able to stop Rayman.
So once we've watched this cutscene, we'll be heading on to the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire.
You've come with
The longest level in the game normally. I think it's still the longest level in this version,
bloody
but the level's very different in its construction here.
And your will shall be done.
I want you to bring me the body of this confounded Rayman.
We're also seeing a new character to the PS1 version here, Ninjaws. We'll be seeing him later.
Rayman is not long for this world. Ninjas and his ninja henchmen will make mincemeat of him.
Is this area even in this version? I can't remember. Well, for one thing, we're starting... No, we're starting at the start. Okay. Never mind. I thought we were starting partway through. Black Void background. Dreamcast version is the best background here. You can see a volcano in the background on Dreamcast. All intruders will be eliminated immediately by robot soldiers. Is there still the thing down here? Maybe not. I mean, I did say this level's very different to how it normally is, so guess we will find out. That's a long health bar. Oh, that's cheating. Rude. There we go. Oop. Actually. Okay, yeah. There's no underneath area here. So in the original game, Sancho Stonefire has a lot of side areas and offshoots that you got to explore to find all of the stuff, and that's partly why that level takes so long. The level's a lot more linear over in the PS1. It's still pretty long if I remember correctly, so... there's no lums to collect on here, is there? No. Alright, jump over here. Oh no, this area. Okay. So we're skipping an entire set. We're skipping a fair way, actually. Part of me was almost considering, before streaming Rayman 2 PS1, like, do I like restream like a different, like another version of Rayman 2, just so that the differences are more pronounced. Just as a point of comparison. Camera's going a bit crazy here. Here we go. Alright, first off, there is a cage. Can I? No, I can't. First person mode on the plum. Are there any other yellow lums in this area? I don't think so. I really don't want to miss any lums in this level. That'd be really deflating having to replay this level. Plums work exactly the same as they do in other versions of Rayman 2. Shoot in the opposite direction you want to go, and you'll be propelled opposite of where you're shooting. Yeah, to move around, shoot in the direction opposite to where you want to go. I know some people consider it a bit counterintuitive, but I don't know, momentum. I don't find it too counterintuitive. Just think about it in a momentum kind of sense. Okay, I think we're really shuffling around here, because, is this section based on what comes before that section, normally? I think it is. Yeah. This lava river, or cavern river thingy, is before that section. Normally. Oh. Throwing that away from me. Oh. Right, shoot it once this time. Depth perception for landing on these plums is a bit awkward regardless of where you're playing Rayman 2. I guess maybe apart from the 3DS because of the stereoscopic 3D, but, PS1 particularly, depth perception can be a bit awkward. Right, so normally, play on PC or Dreamcast or whatever, or on 64, there's an entire level section this way, an entire optional level section that is just there to get you more lemons and cages. It doesn't exist at all here. We're forced to go in one direction. Can I reach that from here? Yes. I can, but I just messed up. Good job. Right, let's go. The camera could follow. Hello? Hello? There we go. Oh, this is different. I can't get off the plum yet to fight the pirate. I can't move the camera. Right. Right. There we go. I've not got a lot of room to maneuver here. Ugh. There we go. There's a cage up here. Would quite like to get you. The health bar's already extended quite a bit by now. It does throw me off how quickly it seems to fill up. The area with all the stalagmites where I fought the weird eyeball things, that would be here normally. And then you'd have that room, and then you'd get into this bit. Really, really rearranged. I was trying to think of like if there's like any other like multi-platform games that are like so similar yet completely different like this is. Ah, right, so from here on, we're actually based on the now at least, we're based on that optional area from the original game. But I'd say based on, because it diverges quite significantly, I'd say. Starts out similar, but... eventually it's going to diverge. No! I got stuck on something. I don't know what on, but... well, at least I've got the buttons here, so I can just focus on going forwards. Don't get stuck on the same bit, please. I'll wait for this fire shooter. Nope. I nearly didn't. I'm gonna wait for it. Proceeds to not. Right. Bring you down. I love how the Rayman's drop shadow isn't always visible. That's really, really great. I mean, that's PS1 limitations, I would presume. Because Rayman 2, as originally designed, is not really designed for the PS1. Like, 3D platformers designed for the PS1 aren't really designed the way the original Rayman 2 was, so... it's kind of like... not the hugest surprise that they had to make so many changes to the game. What's going on? Just checking there's no lungs here. Well, let's look back from the ad break. I feel like I've barely started the stream and yeah, it's nearly 9 o'clock. I know I started late, but still. Oh yeah, we're now just gotten into completely original level design for this area now. This level design's completely new, and I'm definitely less familiar with this. Or at least, okay, almost completely new. This is looking familiar. Ah! Okay. I'm just gonna quickly just check. There is definitely nothing there. Cool. 42 out of 85 lums. 85! That's not a sign that this level's longer than the average level. I don't know what is. That one there is just to train us for the idea of going on to the side platforms. It entices us with a lum, and then we actually got to do it for these ones to avoid the flamethrowers. Shoot them down in order, please. What was that? Oh! Went too far. No, stay on the platform properly, please. Nope. Rayman! Shoot the thing! Because I think I think the stalactites will fall if you leave them long enough. Yeah. They do. And I'm really happy the game doesn't switch to interlace mode for those loading screens. That'd be really annoying if it did. Right. Welcome to long, thin walkways. The original Sanctuary Stone Fire does not really have any level design like this at all. This is completely new, original to this version here. But that's what makes it interesting. Like, I do think that overall, this PS1 game isn't as good as most other versions of Rayman 2, but it's still a very interesting one to look into, to play. Especially if you're so familiar with the original like I am. Actually, I wonder, I remember back when we both did Bionicle Heroes, you did the console game, I did the DS game. It's sort of like that feeling of familiarity but being completely different, although Bionicle Heroes DS is obviously more different to Bionicle Heroes console than this is to other Rayman 2. Yeah, that was in year 3 of stream. Yeah, because I did Bionicle Heroes was in my 3rd anniversary direct. Like the announcement for it was in the 3rd anniversary direct. There's a purple one there, isn't there? Yeah. Oop. There's a lum down there. Gonna double check there's no more lums on here that I potentially miss. Right, slide section. Oh boy. No, 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 no. Oh dear. Sliding is unwieldy in any version of Rayman 2, let alone this PS1 version here. Oh! Come off it. Oh! I'm gonna game over. They're less generous with the red lums here than normal Rayman 2. Ah! Just concentrate on going straight forwards. Okay. Walking shell. I remember this bit being a pain. Well, I may have to redo this section. If I can't pick up any red lums, then this may be a redo. Oh, okay, this is a redo. It's a good job I decided to stretch this out into 3 streams, isn't it? Do I at least restart this with full health? No. Oh. Let's try not to fall off. Try and preserve as much of my health as possible for this slide and shell section. Well, I got through that in one go at least. Just check I've not missed anything. I don't think I have. Get the lum that's down here. Alright, at least I got more health for this section this time. Well, I nearly didn't make that jump. That would have not been good. Alright, lum there. Lum there. Lum there. Okay, we've got all the ones on the slide. What I might do if I fail the shell section first time, it's possible, I think, to avoid getting on the shell, come up here to get the lums and then go back to then ride the shell to the end. Because you need the shell at the end, because you'll like break open a door or something. But I might be able to skip the shell and then at least like do the oh, never mind. I tried. Skip the shell, make sure I get the lums, and then just ride the shell to the end. No, apparently I couldn't do that this time. I mean, if I can make it to the end while making sure I have all the lums, that's fine as well. There we go. Now, that equivalent shell section in the original game is harder, I would say, but the shell controls better. So, actually, I'm just going to double check I've not missed anything. Because I'm paranoid. I'm deathly afraid that I'm going to miss a lum in this stage. I don't want to replay this stage Not even in my own time. I don't think I missed anything though. Because it's just such a long level. No, don't grab onto the ledge, just fall down. Thank you. So, where do we get dropped next? Okay, here. I think up here is... there's easy to miss... There's like easy to miss cage or lums or something here. I think this is where, when I played on my Steam... I played through this on my Steam Deck. When I first got my Steam Deck, and where is this cage? Up there. I missed... I think it was this cage I missed on my first... on that playthrough, and I had to like redo the whole level and find out where I went wrong. Alright, let's start the lava ride. Had an unannounced lurk for a bit there, but speaking of the direct, can we expect another one? Nothing's impossible, but nothing's planned right now. Like, I wouldn't say no to doing another one, I enjoyed making it, but it's not in the current plans. Oh, we have the nettles. That's basically a confirmation. Right, Joe. No, go back up. Go back up. There's a lum there. There's a lum there. I don't know why those are called nettles. But they're called nettles. Right, get off the plum. It doesn't survive in the lighter coloured. You'd be very disappointed if I've lied to you. Are they shown in the manual? Nettles? I'm not sure. No. I have just seen, though, there is a typo in this PS1 manual. The Guardian of the Cave of Bad Dreams. Terrifying monster whose job is to guard the subterranean grotto. Right, I think... if this is like other versions of this, we're coming back to this area, dropping down from up to there, and that's how we get those lums. Yeah. There's no other lums on this bit here, is there? No. Well, I should get a second chance at this section, if I do miss anything. I'll try not to, but... yeah. We should get a second chance though. Okay, we'll try and get everything on the first pass, so that on the second pass we can just ignore everything and go straight to the end. I would like the health as well, please. Check if the I'll check if the hidden area is still there as well. I'm not sure if it is. Well, if it is there, it's not going to have a cage because I've got all the cages. can't move the camera at all while on the plum. Okay, no hidden area. I mean, there's no more cages, and one of the main things of that hidden area is a cage, so... I think that was a red lum, not a yellow. How many lums? I'm on 75 out of 85. Okay. Not many left to go. I should probably make sure I'm actually aiming this thing. I do not want to have to go back up to the top and carry this down again. Does this version let me? No, it doesn't let me. Doesn't let me first person. Oh yeah, because I remember complaining about that before. Last time. Please land. Okay. Hear that noise? It means it's landed. Normally I would just tank damage and go through, but where red lums seem to be less common, and I'm gonna need my health probably for later on. Let's just do it properly. Rayman's rate of fire is way slower here as well. Like if you're mashing the shoot button in other versions, you will be spamming shots pretty quickly. But here... Oh, no. Yeah, here though. I mean... On the ground you can shoot pretty fast, but while gliding, not so much. Very slowly carry this thing over. Very, very slowly. Right. I gotta throw it more than... Right, there we go. Pick it up. Again, continue walking very slowly. I don't know if the throwing strat really helps much here. Right, now we need to get the blue one. PS1 land is a hell you don't want to live in. Well, Joe, you're in luck. This is a game where I'll definitely consider like the Nintendo version better than the PlayStation version. Partly because Rayman 2 was made for the N64, designed for it. Although, of course, Dreamcast version reigns supreme over all. Right, I think we got all the lums in this section already, so we can go through just without having to worry. Nintendo versions aren't always the best. Like I say, Rayman 2, the Sega version on the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast version is absolutely the best version of that game. No questions asked there. Like, that is just the best version. Right, I've got 4 lums to get, and yep, they're all there. Lovely. Maybe not Mortal Kombat. I mean, Mortal Kombat 11, I mean, okay, it's still the worst version of Mortal Kombat 11, but it's like, it's a competent version of Mortal Kombat 11. And then there's Mortal Kombat 1. Skip the entire slide section, although I suppose that was referenced earlier on. Oh. So on any other version, we'd be pretty much... like, we're pretty much done with the level normally. Here on the PS1 though, we're still nearly done, but we've got more to go than we would normally. So this is Umber, Guardian of the Sanctuary Stone and Fire. So normally, any other version of the game, you'd get on top of him, it would have a cutscene of him walking across the lava, getting lower down as he walks down the corridor, and then you have to realise the cutscene's ending and jump off him. Here it's purely a cutscene though. From last time, the TNC's told us that Lee's contacted him, whoops, and told him the situation. Why is the checkpoint all the way back here? Did they not put a green lum over that bit? It's dumb. Right, at least I can just jump from up here. See, here we're purely cutscene. One of the nice things about the PS1 version, it does give more character to these Guardians, where they basically, for the most part, don't really have any character originally, so... yeah, you don't have to jump off this in this version. Oh, he's not called Umber in this version. He's called Umber in the other versions.
I have to warn you, a group of killers is hot on your trail. I have deciphered their auras. They are ninja henchmen.
Ninja henchmen?
They are very dangerous, but they have one weakness. Their hooks are heavy and difficult to use.
I'll find a way of turning this to my advantage. Thanks.
You're welcome, Rayman. Take care.
Because there's like no other animations for him, so they just keep his walking animation. So yeah, where this level ends without a boss fight originally, here we actually have a boss fight to get the mask. So ninja pirates are an enemy in the original version of Rayman 2, but the way they appear here as a boss is completely unique to the PS1 version here. Can I? No, okay, I don't have enough time to charge a shot. Unless... no. Right, so this is going to be a long drawn out fight. So basically, run around, when it spawns, just jump to get out of the way in case they use the claw attack. If they use a claw attack, just turn around and shoot it. Not the most difficult fight, it's just long and drawn out. As far as I'm aware, you don't have time to charge any shots. If you try preemptively charging it, it'll probably just hit you, because you need to jump out of the way of the claw. Or the hook even. So it's an interesting addition, but ultimately doesn't really add much, because it's, again, just a bit drawn out. I prefer the ninja pirates in the regular version, where those don't take as long to beat. Right, we're nearly done at least. Ouch. Come on, do your hook attack. Do your hook attack. Thank you. There we go. And that is the Sanctuary Stone and Fire. That was still a long level. I don't know what version's longer actually. The original or this. This one probably takes me longer than the normal level. The original level's probably a bit bigger. This one probably takes me longer because I'm less familiar with it, and this boss fight drags it out as well. Again, I don't think it comes across on the webcam, but the rumble's very strong. I love waiting for things to load.
You have found the second mask. Good, Rayman. You're getting closer to your goal.
This pretty much marks the halfway point of the game, certainly in terms of story. Or at least in terms of MacGuffin progression.
The rest of your quest will be even harder.
I should have closed my curtains earlier. It's dark out now, but I can't be bothered to go over to my curtains because my streaming setup boxes me right in. Right, memory card. Oh, well, ending the canopy was exactly halfway through the lum count. Alright, it's time to open the next door. I hope I have enough lums.
Hey, fancy meeting you again.
Rayman, what a pleasure to see you again, safe and sound. So far, you've been faster than the pirate.
Life is a closed curtain.
It's going to
What?
be more difficult. You've jammed the door with a lot of energy. It'll take 400 lums to open it. Great.
The requirements are pretty, like, they're not super lenient actually. Because I've been collecting all the lums so far and I've got 485. And they wanted 400.
Certainly
So
very
that's
talented. I'm
not the
sure
hugest margin of error.
finding the 600 lums you need to go through the next door. But I have to warn you, a fearsome trial awaits you. The god of the next mask has gone mad.
The explosion of the world's heart has made him uncontrollable. Lee tried reasoning with him, but he wouldn't listen to a word.
You must expect a terrible fight. Good luck.
Right. What's next? Is it the Echoing Caves? Yes. Again, is that area in the PS1 version? It might be, actually. Oh. Do something spontaneous. Oh, don't worry. He'll probably do something reactionary by complaining about ads. Right, so like as always, well, as before, the Echoing Cave starts with us needing to open this locked door by finding 4 switches. Imagine getting ads. And this looks, well, similar to other versions, although normally I wouldn't start going this way, but hey. PS1 version has kind of steered me this direction. And there's no lum here? No? Okay. I'm used to there being a lum there. That's just where you'd go to finish this section, isn't it? Yeah. We need to actually come down here. Oh, great, one of these. Oh, we have charge shots now, though, so Oi. Okay, let's try and actually... Can I fight you from down here? I think I can. Oh, but can I fight you from down here? No. Yes, but not very well. Okay, spamming shots is actually easier on you. Okay. That's one switch. Or maybe the game expects me to go the other way first. Not that it really matters. There's no timer puzzle, well not puzzle, but no timer thingy to outrun here. Let's wait for this platform to rise up. Oh, there we go. Checkpoint, check there's no lums. That's a nice little starry skybox. Right. Are there lums at the top of these? No, apparently. Okay. Well, there's a red lum at the top of that one, but... Again, I reckon it's been changed around just to mess with me. I'm still going to check the top of everyone, just in case. Oh. Okay, so this area is here, but the loading screen, it was like a netted, like, thing. Oh my goodness. Well, we're going to stay here till we've reconnected. For those watching on the VOD, well, I'm surprised. The VODs don't get views and they don't really need to. They're just there as archival material. Reconnecting. Still attempting. There we go. Just try refreshing. Or back on its own. Well, I'm up to this point, so cool. We're back. I don't know what's been going on. Cause these disconnections lately. I'd start with when I got this laptop. Connection was like fine. There were like I had no real connection issues. If I have some other connection issues again on Tuesday, I guess that will tell me that something's up. Oh, really? Another one of these? Did my charge shot not do any more damage than one? It didn't. That's stupid. Okay. Right. Hit that switch there. Nothing up here, no. Oh good, more swimming. Wouldn't be a problem in normal Rayman 2, but PS1 swimming controls are not very good. Right. I'm gonna double check there's no lums I missed down here. I don't think there were, but can't be too sure. No, I don't think there was any. No. No random extra rooms. Rayman, don't get stuck, please. I hear a lum. Like I hear like the sort of... I swear I hear like the sort of flapping wings of a lum. Don't know where though, unless it's just part of the environmental noises. Well, you know what, if I have missed a lum, if it's in this area, it's right at the start, so I can get it and then go back. Alright, this looks pretty similar to normal. No lums in here, no. No, don't need that just yet. We climb up here and get the lums first. Engage. I say lums, I presume there's lums up here. Yeah, there are. Now we can go through. These feel slower. That might just be because 50 Hz, but I don't know. Up here is where you go back to the fairy glade and get the last two lums in a cage. Up here you just have a cage for the Echoing Caves, for this level. So... Really? Is that switch just programmed not to work unless you've, you know, unless you've done the barrel here? I can't first person with a barrel either. You know what? That works. I'm fine with it working like that. Doesn't matter if I get hit as long as the switch is pressed and I don't die. Cage. 6 out of 7. There's still one more to get. You know what, I think I'm going to use the D-pad for this. The barrel seems to... Hold on. Was there a lum there? Was there a lum there? But the barrel seems to want to go down a lot on its own, so... Oh! Or that time it could be too high up. There we go. There was a lum there. How am I going to get out without dying? Oh, I got it, but still. How am I going to do that without dying? Well, hopefully we'll get through this time. Ah, dodged out of the way of the thing. You're a bit hyperactive. Died while getting it, Dandori issue.
Died while getting
Oh.
Dandori issue Kappa.
See, I tend to read chat by looking at the overlay rather than the actual chat window. So I didn't realise that was a text-to-speech. Same with the one earlier. Like, well, at least for this, I've been reading chat via the overlay because I've been playing the game on the OBS preview window, so... do I still have to? Yes, I do. Have to hit that switch. In other versions of the game, there's like a really... There's a glitch you can do here which requires like really specific... sort of really specific... sort of actions. I doubt it's replicated on the PS1 though. TTS chat's early, also a Dandori issue. Like I say, it's because I've been reading the chat on the chat overlay rather than on the actual chat window. You know, I'm nearly at the end of the level. I'm only at 40 something. Yeah, well, okay, now I'm nearly at 50, but still. There better be a lot of lums up here. Nah! Nearly didn't make that. Okay, we got a 5. Yeah. Okay, good. Haven't missed any. I do still find it weird that the last cage in a level isn't part of the cage count. Like, it's still a cage. That moon is A, very heavily dithered, and B, it's right there. It's not actually out of the background. It's like really close to us. It's like really close by. So if you look at it in first person, the illusion's a bit ruined. Yeah, it's really heavily dithered. PS1 emulators usually let you turn off the dithering though. Because that's done by the hardware, like as it outputs video. Or before it outputs video or something. It's like, it's not baked into the art assets. It's actually done by the hardware. Another thing I realised as well, in terms of splitting this into 3 streams, is probably a good idea because, if I remember right, the final boss this version takes forever as well, so I probably won't be... I would have had to start the stream very, very early, I think, to get it done.
No ferocity. He already has 2 masks.
You idiotic fool! Take a vessel and only come back with his dead body.
Right. Ordinarily a very high-paced level. It's going to feel slower than usual though, because PS1 and because 50 Hz. 3D platform of a beloved mascot with 2 different versions where one of the final bosses is a lengthy pain. Where have I heard that before? I'm actually not sure which I'm actually not sure what you're referring to. Oh, Sonic Unleashed. Oh, yeah. The final boss is... oh, yeah. The, yeah, HD Unleashed final boss is not only quite long, but it's because it's like a multi-phase thing. You're fighting several things. You got a platformer section as well, that's part of the final boss. So it's pretty long, regardless. But it's just... on the HD version especially, it's just not very fun. Parts of it can be, but overall it's not great. Alright, level design wise, it's being pretty faithful to the original here. But yeah, like Sonic Unleashed, the entire whole Dark Gaia sort of section is considered the one boss. That goes for both the Wii and HD versions. So it's like you have to do the sections where you play as the Gaia Colossus against Dark Gaia. You got to do the platforming sections as Sonic, and you got the Supersonic section as well. All classes the same boss fight by the game. Oh no, gotta walk in. Actually, yeah, yeah, Sonic Unleashed. Yeah, that's one where the multi-platform game is like very different, but also similar. Although again, I'd say they're more different than the 2 Rayman 2 than the Rayman 2s are, because you get bits of level design that are the same in the Rayman 2s, as well as the bits that are really different. Oh, good. Depth perception. Alright, I don't believe I can do the cheese strat in the PS1 version. You can like skip part of this tower on other versions, but I don't think you can do it here. Plus I don't know if there's any lums on the long way around, so there are, right. Yeah, you can skip this section normally, but there's lums here this time, so gotta do it properly. Good one. And there's 2 more cases in this level as well. Alright, come on, up. Ah, there's a really cheeky lum here. Like, they were really cheeky for hiding that there, because your normal camera angle, you can hardly see it. I just only saw it out of the corner of my eye, and that's not there on 64, PC or Dreamcast. Well, what unsung villain at Ubisoft Shanghai put that yellow lum there? You know, so far this has been one of the most similar levels to the original. I suppose in the original it was one of the most sort of straightforward linear games. Ubisoft are villains. I mean, in general, nowadays, yeah. But back when Rayman 2 was made, Ubisoft could make some good games. I mean, Rayman 2 being one of them. You know, a game I love so much that I own a version of it on a console I don't own and will likely never own. Oh, that's not fair. It like glitched me off the thing. Ouch. Go forwards. I'm holding forwards. Maybe you didn't make that. Ouch. That's a very obvious loot point game. Camera! Camera! Camera, please! Camera! Right. Now this section's a right pain on the 3DS version, because these helicopter bombs are glitched and they're invisible. I probably complained about this before, when I played the Dreamcast version all those years ago. But yeah, on the 3DS version here, these helicopter bombs are invisible. They'll still hit you though. So they're still there. Notice how I've had less trouble with this level. The level design is near identical here. Depth perception, though, is a bit worrying. There's that one there. Why is he called Rayman? He's named after, like, it was either ray casting or ray tracing. I'm pretty sure. Where's the floor? Where's the floor? There it is. Because his mother named him Rayman. And if you go by Rayman Origins lore, Rayman was made by the nymphs in that game, so if we go by that game's lore, Although Rayman, if we go by Rayman 2's lore, then no one knows where Rayman came from. Alright, 10 lums to go. Hopefully it's just 2 super lums, like it is normally. So his mother's plural then. I don't know if the same trick works. No, I'm not sure if the same trick works. Where you can let the cannonballs hit him. I think I might have to fight him legit. These don't have as much health as the other one, though. I'm not sure if it does actually. It might do. Ouch. I want to see. No, I don't. They're not timed very well to each other anyway, so I think I've just got to fight him manually. Great. Oh no! The cannonball did hit it. Nice. That shaves off some time. Yeah, it's not a sword, it's a hook. Remember, they're all pirates. I mean, pirates would use swords as well, but not my point. I know I just said. yeah, that is pretty much the booster course pass anyway. Oh, right. Gotta love delay. I've probably got time for 1 or 2 more levels, I reckon. I want to make sure I leave plenty of time next time. So even if I like end up finishing early, I could always like switch over. If I finish like too early, switch over to something else or whatever. Well, you know what, let's do the Walk of Power first off. Which literally exists to be a bonus level here, given that the mechanic... The thing this would reward you with normally doesn't exist in this version. The Power Fist power-up that... The Power Fist power-up you'd normally get rewarded with for beating Walk of Power doesn't exist on the PS1. Wish the Power Fist existed on the PS1. It makes fighting some of these enemies quicker. Oh. Camera! Show me where I'm going, please. Don't get caught on the corners. The jump is so floaty feeling here. Again, that might be down to 50 Hz. I never played Rayman 2 PS1 at 60 Hz, I don't think, because when I emulated it on Steam Deck I kept it at 50 Hz, And I'm pretty sure on the PS3, the download version on European PS3 is 50 Hz still. It's weird. Some PS1 games, when you download them from PlayStation Store on PS3, some of them are the American versions, some of them aren't. Pretty sure Rayman 1 and 2 use the PAL versions. But I know Spyro 1, 2, and 3 use the American versions. Which makes it a bit silly, given that in the shop and on the menu it will call Spyro 2 by its European title, Gateway to Glimmer. And then you open up the game and it's the American version, the title screen says Ripto's Rage, so... Have I missed 2 lums? I think I missed 2 lums. Well, not even, I think I did miss 2 lums. Alright, I gotta redo that then. Where were they? I didn't see any. I didn't see any more than what I got. Guess we'll find out. Right, save. Do not remove memory card. I can't physically reach my memory card right now anyway, so don't have to worry about that game. Right, let's go back in. Where were those lums? Oh, they're not like here or something, are they? Oh, you... Why? Why are they there in this time trial focus level? Well, at least I can just get them there and exit. That's really stupid. Right, I think I'll do the next level, Sanctuary of Rock and Lava, and then that will be it for today. That will only leave a few more levels, but I want to make sure I've got plenty of time next time, because final boss, if I remember right, takes a while, and there is something I will want to show off after the final boss as well. But I will leave that a surprise if you don't know what it is. Oh! Okay, I managed to... Okay. You can cancel that. Okay. Okay, we basically skipped the opening section of the level. Gone straight to the Sanctuary part. Fair enough. In the PS2 remake, you fight a mini-boss in this room. Not relevant to this version at all, but... thought you might want to know. I'll probably stream that one day, because that PS2 remake is, again, quite a different experience. And it is pretty much a full-on remake, rather than just being a different port. Oh, you respawn, do you? There's still a cage there, yep. Oh! I'm sure sometimes when you strafe, Rayman will just take a few extra steps unnecessarily. It's like, oh, you tapped very slightly to left or right, let me just take 3 steps. Nope, I can't make that jump without shooting that thing down first. And I'm surprised Joe hasn't called those things like a Banjo ripoff, because I think one of the Banjo games has something similar in like design to the nettles here. Let's get across. Right. Let's try and get this cage this time. go. Get the lums around here. That's just a red one, I don't need that. And ride this across. So we're now pretty much on an auto-scroller for now. I think I like the unique texture on the wall where they like burst out of the wall and it like the texture work shows it in the other versions. You don't get that here on the PS1. I mean, it is the PS1, so, you know. PS1 and the DS are kind of like the weakest 3D hardware that this game ran on, so... Excuse me. Right, let's see if I'm as bad at jumping off these as I am normally. Going by my lum and cage count, I've like barely started a level, and I have barely started a level, but like... I feel like I should be like halfway through the level here. Because this is about halfway through the level normally. But you see the cracks in the walls there where they're going to pop out from, but then you don't get like the bit where it shows the wall being broken where they burst out of it. Alright. Camera, please show me where the lums are. But this is probably an instance where the camera's better here than normally. It's in original Rayman 2, if you get too close to that wall, the camera will spin out. And be completely uncooperative, so probably better here actually. Oh, those fall down as soon as you land on them. Oh right, makes the platform rise up. Okay, I was expecting it to slide out the wall. I guess that doesn't happen in this version. Also, the level design itself that is here does seem pretty identical to normal, so it's just been truncated. Do you hear a cage? Is that going to be where it normally is? Yes. Oh, come on. Well, they have got rid of like the little lava pool that comes off the tower. Yeah, they got rid of that obstacle though. Now go away. Very annoying enemies. You're not difficult, you just get in the way. Are they find that mountain? Yes. No, there's a checkpoint right there. Or was there? Yeah, there was. Oh! Yeah, these are very closely placed together checkpoints. Get rid of these first, because they're just going to get in the way and be annoying. Like they already have been. Still more. So there's more here than usual. Don't knock me into the pit. There we go. Our health bar is nearly maxed out. Nearly done with the level. Uh-oh. I don't need that platform, I can just make it over anyway. Okay, let's skip out some of the bits here. But we end the level like we do on other consoles, by angling shots off this block here to hit the cage above us. So it's neat that they replicated that. Oh. Ugh. That water went down the wrong way. Overwriting data. So we're on 695 thingies. Lums. Does it show my cage count? No. But that will do it for today. I think that's a decent place to stop. So, unless they've... I don't think they've missed out any more levels. I think that one near these... Well, they've missed out Top of the World, which would be before this level. But I think after this level, so you then go Beneath the Sanctuary of Rock and Lava, I believe that there aren't any more levels left anyway. I don't believe they cut any out, so it'll just be this level, Tomb of the Ancients, Iron Mountains, which I think has been renamed in this version, and the final level. So only got 4 more levels and then the final boss to go next time. So yeah, where is the one I'm looking for? My board has got a bit more cluttered since last I used it. There's the one. So yeah, that will do it for today. So as always, thank you for watching, whether you've been here whole stream, part of the stream, chatted, alert. It is always very appreciated. So yeah, we should, all being well, be finishing PS1 Rayman 2 next time. That'll be on Tuesday. And after that, there's only 2 more stream slots to fill before all the anniversary stuff starts kicking off on at least both of our channels, me and Ben. Again, if all goes to plan, I'll be kicking off with the Sonic Rumble First Impressions on the 8th of May when that game comes out, which can be First Impressions and Anniversary pre-show. And then Ben will be doing his anniversary stream on the 9th of May. He's doing a big old long Pikmin stream. I don't think anyone's doing anything on the 10th, and then I'll be doing my anniversary stream on the 11th with other anniversary stuff to follow on stream slots after the 11th of May. And also next Thursday we've got the monthly Minecraft collab. As far as I'm aware, we're still doing that. That'll be on the 1st. I think that's on Ben's channel. So yeah, that's upcoming stuff. So yeah, next Sunday and the Tuesday after, so the 4th and the 6th, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but we'll figure it out. But that is what's on the horizon for the anniversary stuff coming up in, well, 2 weeks' time, pretty much, just under 2 weeks' time. So exciting times, exciting times. Me and Ben have been cooking up stuff independently of each other. We've not been sharing notes because I think we're trying to keep our stuff a surprise to everyone involved. So I'm looking forward to what he's cooking up. I hope people are looking forward to what I'm cooking up. But yeah, that is what's happening, and that's all I got today. So thanks again for watching, and hope to catch you on Tuesday for more Rayman 2.